still have the haka to come as well before kick-off in just under 5 minutes' time. But first of all, ahead of the semi-final, we have the anthems this afternoon. They are going to be sung by Daniel Cook.
Would you please stand for the national anthems of New Zealand and England, performed by the Games Makers Choir and led by West End star Daniel Cook.
Plenty of goosebumps here at Wembley. The anthems have been sung and the pitch is now being cleared. England and New Zealand are 80 minutes away from a World Cup final. And as the choir leaves the pitch, England get ready to receive the New Zealand haka. Goodness me, they mean business, we mean business. It's semi-final time.
Eat, sleep, bleed, repeat. Eat, sleep, bleed, repeat. Eat, sleep, bleed, repeat.
And your commentators for New Zealand against England, Brian Noble, Jonathan Davis, and first of all, Dave Woods.
Well, we've had a whole heap of fun in the last few weeks. It's been a tournament full of smiles, but today the World Cup gets serious. England against New Zealand in the semi-finals. Lining up like this today, New Zealand missing the giant winger Manu Vatuvei because of injury. Jason Nightingale comes in. Likewise, Frank Pritchard, a late withdrawal from the pack. Elijah Taylor comes back at loose forward. Alex Glenn gets a late call on the bench. So 1 or 2 late changes, hence the slight variation in numbering for New Zealand today. And England, the brand new half-back pairing, premiered at Wembley. Gareth Widdop and Kevin Sinfield, and it's a combination that has to work right from the off. James Roby back as the starting hooker today. Well, he's ready, and so is he. Our referee today is Ben Cummings from Australia. 2 video referees, Ashley Klein and Shane Haynes, should we need them. And Grant Atkins and James Child are the men who run the bench, or run the lines rather, this afternoon. So many matchups to make the mouth water. Who's the best of the beast, Sonny Bill Williams or slamming Sam Burgess? It's the twinkle toes of Tuivasa Sheck against the master finisher of Ryan Hall. Tompkins against Locke, Roby against Luke. It's England against New Zealand. It's underway. It should be very special.
Oh, let's get it on. Get that into you, Jared. England mean business as well, Dave.
Play the ball.
There's going to be plenty of big hits, plenty more where there have come from, as Isaac Luke tries to make inches downfield.
The one thing they have to do is keep their discipline now. It's got to be aggressive, it's got to be tough, but you don't want to be giving this New Zealand side fevers in
as well.
4 of them ganging up on Sonny Bill Williams.
That's worth the entrance feel on those 2.
Here comes Jesse Bromwich. Steadying drive by him to within 5 yards of that halfway line. Isaac Luke, they're going to have to marshal him really well today, aren't they, England? Isaac Luke, he has been devastating.
With the aggressive defence, then they've still made good yardage, across into the English half.
Foran gets the kick away despite the pressure from O'Loughlin. A little bit of a tester in the early stages for Josh Charnley. He comes through with flying colours. Good take from the winger.
Callum Watkins did a great job there. He's allowed to do this. So there's the hit on Sonny Bill. Get that into you. Sean O'Loughlin and Sam Burgess says, welcome to Wembley.
I think Sam Burgess is struggling. He's walking back, struggling a little bit. Just keep an eye on him.
Well, England begin to move it left here. Here's Cudjoe taking on the man opposite, Dinfare.
I think they've got to pick their game up as well, the English backs. They've got to match their opposite numbers.
Graham with a clambering drive forward towards that 40-metre line. These are not minutes for the faint-hearted in the early stages. Kevin Sinfield with a decent touch-finding kick. Well, not quite a touch-finder, but it's made Kevin Locke do a little bit of work here. What about that duel as well? Kevin Locke, Sam Tompkins, not exactly face-to-face, but they're both playing for one position at the New Zealand Warriors next year.
Match them up, match all the players up against each other. Match them all up. There are matchups everywhere, world-class matchups as well.
Jason Nightingale playing today because Manu Vatuvei is injured.
I think England's game plan's got to be simple. Don't spill the ball in your own half. Get a good set of 6 and clear the ball.
Jesse Bromwich has spilled it, but it is a ball steal according to the Australian referee today. He is neutral, of course, Ben Cummings.
It's been interesting because Westwood said it was 1-on-1 there, so let's have a look at this. Well, I think that was a 1-on-1. I don't think he had hands on him, James Graham. I think that's a mistake. Should have been England ball.
Well, they're going to have to defend, and we spoke about that, didn't we? not being in this part of the field early in the game.
No, this is what you don't want to do. Give him field position.
Bryce Goodwin with a tap, and it's going to be taken in by Simon Mannering.
Movement!
He was very much a part of that 2008 World Cup win for New Zealand. Played in the centres on that occasion. Here comes Jesse Bromwich. Another drive forward by him, and 2 tackles gone. New Zealand are in very good position here. England have to defend carefully. Isaac Luke steps out of dummy half. Kieran Foran, Kevin Locke comes in. He's a grab back. Kevin Sinfield dragging him down, and Callum Watkins acting out as well there. New Zealand sniffing that line. As back it comes to Johnson. Here's Sonny Bill Williams. Danger now, because Tuivasa-Sheck is a real stepper. He always seems to beat the first man. He's not been tackled yet. Now he has. England's defence recovers its poise, but he's a danger. Here's Farah. This now is Kieran Foran. Back on the inside for Aurea Hargraves to drive it in on tackle 5. Isaac Luke, the man at dummy half again with a little kick to the goal area. Oh, great recovery from Tompkins. Well, the referee's not sure. He wants to have a look at this again. I don't think he's looking for the try, is he?
Well, I'm not sure. He thinks he scored. The reaction.
Well, we're going to hear
Isaac Luke.
We're going to hear from Ashley Klein.
He thinks he scored, Isaac Luke.
Our main video referee today.
Kicker. That's all fine. Just run it through now. Nice and tight on the grounding. Come up. Okay, nice and slow. Ball's on the ground, ball's up.
Oh, no try.
It's come up with the England player, just making sure that it hasn't touched the hand of Isaac Luke. At the moment, drop out. Okay, we're going to go for a goal line drop out, Benny. It'll be no try. Okay, coming up now.
Well, no try, but what about the vision from Isaac Luke to try that play? And what about the recovery from Sam Tompkins to deny that play?
Sliding tackle, goal line drop out on the fly. Isaac Luke, every day of the week, thought he got the ball down. Well played, Sam Tompkins. Desperation stakes early on in the game.
How close was that? But they've got to, got to keep an eye on Isaac Luke. He'll go all the time. Fantastic positioning play by this man, Sam Tompkins. I saw on the previous play, Brian. They will watch out. They will target. There's Sinfield. There's question marks over his pace at international level. That's what they will try and attack.
Here comes Hargraves with a meaty drive back. If you think he's a big lad, he's put 18 kilograms on. This year, his dietitian told him to put 18 kilograms on. We all want a dietitian like that, don't we?
I need to take 18 kilograms off.
Most of it is muscle. Here's Isaac Luke at dummy half, 30 metres away from that England line. This is Kieran Foran now, brings it across, and Sonny Bill's well marshalled, but there comes the instinctive offload by him. Elijah Taylor swamped by England defenders. Isaac Luke again, back to the middle. Sonny Bill once more. Foran across the line. Lock quick hands on. Suddenly they've got a man over here in Nightingale. And he's out of play before he got there.
Well handled England. Well handled England. For Sonny Bill Williams, we've just seen a microscopy of what he offers to this game. He carried the ball offloaded and was the first receiver on the very next play. That's why he's world class. Great defence, England, though.
This is an onslaught. There's a crisp passing. Great tackle, Charlie. Callum Watkins.
Brian Noble once referred to Jason Nightingale as the Nightingale train because of his pace.
You've never let me forget that.
Never let you forget that. And he got just a glimmer there, but it just showed how England's defence got over quickly, in numbers.
Great defence, but the crisp and the execution of the passing, high quality. They've just got to make sure they keep possession out, relieve pressure, get good field position.
So England just looking to restore a little poise. These opening 6 minutes or so have been mostly played inside their own half. Ryan Hall giving a little bit of a test with a pass from Whittam. There's Rugby at dummy half. O'Loughlin. Taken in with real determined this is from Sam Burgess. He's hurt himself.
I thought he hurt himself in previous tackle. Sonny Bill has smashed him again there.
He's having a look. There's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with me. I'll just take a little breather here. Sonny Bill with those piercing brown eyes and that damaging left shoulder.
It's the one over the top from Hargreaves.
Yeah. Hargreaves on it. Just watch.
That's bad enough.
This is the one.
This is illegal. This one. That's a penalty. Got that in there.
Well, the crowd can see it on the big screen. You can see the misdemeanor.
Made himself popular, hasn't he?
An apology to his teammates because he knows he's put them in a little bit of pressure here. So there's a possession. New Zealand dominating so far, 74%, England 26, and territory 81-19. But it's England who get a rare glimpse of the New Zealand half here.
Movement! Back in, hold in the middle, Jared.
Roby rolling up to dummy half. Sinfield switching it quickly. Westwood to Tompkins. Oh, he goes to Charlie. Charlie now with one to beat. Oh, he sidesteps past Locke. But back they come. Foran leading the chase in defence. England, there's a man offside there as well as England played that ball. But here comes Widdop now. Suddenly, a gale of support in their ears as the England supporters sense a little momentum. Sinfield with a kick to the corner. A job to be done by Tuivasa-Sheck. Puts him down. He's just in the field of play.
That's a great break early on with Tompkins and Charlie, but wrong decision to kick there. They should have kept the pressure. They haven't had a lot of ball. Simply had to keep the ball there, put the pressure on the Kiwis.
Tuivasa-Sheck, that's tackle 3. And they've looked on beyond the 10. England's defence is really stepping up here.
Well, it's definitely a test for the Kiwis, Dave. And the question mark was over Sinfield's kick, but they wanted to test their defence out. They got him into a corner. Jamie Peacock at the start of the show, 5 from 5. That was a bit better than that. So they meant New Zealand really work and restricted territory here. This will please England, wasn't it?
6 tackle. Johnson's under a little bit of pressure as he kicks it away, but he gets it away. Watched carefully. Tompkins, the bounce eventually is kind for him, but Foran's up there to lead the chase. Such a wonderful player, isn't he, Kieran Foran?
There's some wonderful players out there, Dave. This is the best running rugby on the planet. Trust me.
Well, he's limping a little Foran as he runs back into the line. There'll be plenty of them limping as the game goes on.
See Sonny Bill looking for Burgess, who's coming in. That's going to be interesting all afternoon.
Quickly away again. Graham with the ball away, and he got clobbered late there. Warrior Hargreaves is obviously the man who's been given the task of
what's he doing?
Just trying to trouble this England team.
He's got to do it legally, he'll be off.
Cutjo.
I like that word, trouble, Dave.
Yeah.
I think that's
euphemistically put, really, isn't it? Last tackle, so here comes the kick. High from Widdop. Callum Watkins times the jump, knocks it back. Westwood gets a boot to it. Where's this going? Charlie's thrown it inside. There's danger here. Danger here. Lock forward pass. Surely they're allowed to play on. Suddenly they've got the break on. England's defence with Ryan Hall. Where's he come from? The other side of the pitch.
Well, that's James Graham.
James Graham's defensive work there was absolutely magnificent. Stood off him and showed him the outside.
Here's Tuivasa-Sheck. England at 6 and 7. Hall's coming all the way back to get out to his wing. But now it's with the hands of Dean Farray. Farray with a step. Tompkins with a very good tackle, but not completed. Here comes Johnson. Johnson now, bustling one way and the other. And dragged down. Sam Tompkins gets in there. You're going nowhere, son. Isaac Luke wants to run from dummy half. He always wants to run from dummy half. But again, the England defence is good.
Very early in the tackle count.
Picked up from Elijah Taylor. Johnson across the Foran. Foran's going to get the kick in. Westwood got the tackle in. Caught on the ball by Charlie. Excellent work by England in defence.
Well done, Ben Westwood. What about the scramble early on? The whole set then was all about survival against the Kiwis. And the kick pressure right at the very end. This England team are in the mood, Dave.
Oh.
Well, against any other opposition they played in this tournament, New Zealand would have expected to be 18-0 up here. This is what we talked about before the game. This is the test they've not had. They've had their moments in other games. They've had their moments.
That is a rib tickler, I tell you.
Rugby, he's going to have a dart. He's not a bad dummy half himself, you know.
Quiet 5 minutes, first 5 minutes, but England now should be full of confidence. Offensively, they've cut them open, and defensively, they've coped. So that's brilliant confidence building for England.
5 gone. Boy, we're enjoying this. 10.5 minutes play. 5 tackles gone. Sinfield with a kick. Ryan Hall creeping up on this near side. Hall, it's in there. It's a handback. New Zealand juggle to safety. Just.
There's some competitions going on here, aren't there? I can't keep my eyes on it.
That's what they've got to do, though. You know, just test them all the time. The ball in the air or the bouncing ball, there's a 50-50 chance.
Oh, right.
Here's Johnson.
Great game.
Penalty.
Run it quicker.
Disappointing for England because penalty gives New Zealand a bit of relief.
Just watch James Graham's work here, right? The turnover, there he is, he's a prop forward. Look at him, go on, get the outside, which allows Ryan Hall to come across. That's great play by a prop forward. He was in big trouble there on his own. Fantastic play.
You remember that game for St Helens, when St Helens had won it by about 50 points, and the team they were playing against got a length of the field try, and James Graham chased a whole 100 yards back and kicked the corner flag out because he hadn't caught the man who scored the try.
I can't remember, Dave, sorry. Can't remember.
It's a great moment. Nobby remembers.
You have to be there, Nobby.
Oh.
Isaac Luke, a dummy half. New Zealand inside that England half here just at the moment.
Movement. Bring it back. Idea White.
Kieran Foran, here's Kevin Locke, creating a bit of space on that left-hand side again. Goodwin's dealt with, and the referee has showed it held, so he'll take them back to where that initial call was made, and they'll just play it from here. Here's Foran.
Good scramble defence again by England. There is a worry on that left-hand side or the right-hand side defence for England. They are causing huge questions there.
6th tackle coming up.
It's
a high and a hanger from Kieran Foran. Charlie's knocked it down. Tompkins is offside. Penalty.
Instinctively, he had to catch that, didn't he? Very difficult not to catch that.
You don't get a chance for a committee meeting, do you? Sam Tompkins has to catch that ball, and Charlie has to clean it up as well. So, a justifiable penalty.
Hold it, Ben. Wait for the tap. Go.
Here comes the tap.
James here, up.
Isaac Luke. 5 tackles to go here. Isaac Luke bends his back and puts it back to Kieran Foran, and Foran across to Johnson, and Johnson, the no-look pass and a no-look catch from Sonny Bill. You've got to keep your eyes on the ball, one of you, and Sonny Bill knocks it on, and England get the ball back.
Good play there by Cudjoe. Just watch him. He makes the decision. Can't see from that, but Cudjoe shot it to the line, which stopped the ball behind the player, which really, I think, Sonny Bill didn't expect.
Well, Johnson was looking behind him. We see that more and more these days, don't we? Looking one way and passing the other, but not only did he fool the defence, but even Sonny Bill was nonplussed. So England 0, New Zealand 0. New Zealand dominating. Here comes Winner. But England have shown some really good touches in defence.
Winner's been solid so far, hasn't he?
Good changes as well.
He has.
Complimented and chimed in when he's needed to.
Tompkins, Sinfield. Here's Westwood. He'll have a go all day long. Eddie Westwood.
He's absolutely piling in, isn't he?
6th tackle. Roby down that blind side. Sam Tompkins puts it high and spinning. Nightingale's underneath it. So to his lock. Neither of them get there. It's England hands. It's pushed backwards. It's knocked on by New Zealand. Oh, what's James Graham doing? It would have been another 6 for England.
Not gone.
I don't think it was, Dave. It looked that way. I thought it was play on, but I'm sure the New Zealanders touched it there because they thought they were offside.
He's going back for a knock on against New Zealand here, surely.
Going back with no rice.
Knock on.
Disagree.
Well, not disastrous from England's point of view. They should get the ball back from head and feet, all things being equal.
That's not a knock on.
You not reckon?
That's Roby's foot, that is. Just watch it again. Play it again. Just watch it. They go down. They go down. Just watch. Ball goes back, right? Just watch Roby's foot. He kicks that. It's not the best angle.
Definitely. He definitely kicks it, Dave.
Definitely kicks it. That's play on.
I think the two New Zealand players thought they were offside as well. They didn't go to pick it up.
Just watch now. Just watch James Roby's foot. Ball comes back. You think they're offside. Look. Foot comes in. Play on.
So John Wilkin, watching down on the sidelines, what have you made of this start?
Yeah, I think it's been a really intense start to the game. I think the game's going to be defined by moments of extra effort. We've seen some fantastic pieces of defensive plays, a part of the game that really doesn't get celebrated, but that chase back from James Graham was something really special. England look like they can break it.
Watkins out to Charlie. Charlie steps back, looks for support, has it in Sinfield, who does well to hold on to the ball. Just when it looked like Charlie was being dragged out of play.
And John Wilkin just said, defensively, it's been awesome so far.
Spun back to O'Loughlin. Here's Willett. Step, has a go. New Zealand defence hanging on. 0-0. 15 minutes play. Roby. Now Graham. Graham with a short pass. Burgess. What a blow. And O'Loughlin scores. Oh, the pin-up boys in the front row. Graham and Burgess. All day the winners. Making that for O'Loughlin. And England get the first try.
That's where their strength is. Players like Burgess doing something special. A little pass. They run in pairs. It's the hit and offload. Great support play. Just watch. James Graham, great ball. Hit, support, 3 forwards. Great try, England.
It's a nice threesome to come up the line, isn't it? James Graham with the skill to unleash Sam Burgess. Sam Burgess with the physical prowess to burst the tackle and offload to Sean O'Loughlin to finish the play. You wouldn't want 3 better players coming on that play, Dave, honestly.
Wow. We love the 90-yarders. We love it when there are 8, 9, 10 passes in a move, but I tell you what, we love them as well, don't we? That was a great try.
Yeah, you've just been out SPW there by Sam Burgess. That's what you're thinking.
England lead 4-0.
This is a good game. This is scramble defence, desperation. This is a good game.
We've talked about, since Wembley Stadium reopened, the new Wembley, have we seen a really good Challenge Cup tie here? Maybe not. But the stadium's getting christened today in rugby league terms. Not been great for England football in the last week or so, but England Rugby League, so far so good.
These are important as well. These 2 pointers, crucial.
Here comes Sinfield with a kick, and he really lets you down on the big occasion, Kevin Sinfield. That is one thing you can be sure of. 6 points to 0. England lead. They have weathered a hell of a storm. A hell of a storm of 2 at the other end. And they've created their own on the New Zealand line.
A big man on a small man, wasn't it? That's the crucial one there. They run right at Sean Johnson. Burgess at Sean Johnson. He bumps, he offloads. Great support play by this man, Loughlin.
What a skill of James Graham to start it all off. You've got a bloke there that's done an 80-metre cover tackle, and now he's got the dexterity at the line to play so oh, great.
I think the interchange will be vital today. The pace of this game is incredible. The interchanges will be very, very important.
Matalino's on the pitch for New Zealand. One of those interchanges. And England having to start from deep again.
Good set now, solid set, good kick, start again.
Kudjoe plays it, Robic puts it back, and here they come again. The rattling big boys having a go down the middle.
Who tackles him? Sonny Bill again.
O'Loughlin just shrugs off one defender, that's good from Sean O'Loughlin. Roby picks up and carries it on now. Roby back to Burgess, suddenly appeared in the line. Sinfield thought the ball had been taken off him. It had. Here comes Sinfield, high and spins. Locked underneath it, not too much pressure there, but Tompkins is up there. Just a
little bit too far, that kick. A little bit too far.
Move now! Marcus straight! Hold it, hold!
So New Zealand looking to work their way out of trouble. In the meantime, Damien Johnson, news from the touchline.
I've got Liam Farrell with me here. Liam, this is more like it from England, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's been a physical start to the game, and we've been building a bit of pressure. You know, we're just getting a bit on top now.
The defence has been terrific as well from England, as well as the attacking prowess.
It has. It's been outstanding. And, you know, a couple of the big boys, Sam Burgess, you know, James Graham, have been throwing themselves in there. But the Kiwis are giving it back as well.
Thanks, Liam.
Wall of white has been England's tournament testimony, hasn't it? It has been a wall of white so far. Sixth tackle coming up. Up goes Sean Johnson with a kick.
Maybe too far.
Ryan Hall settles, takes on to Ivasashek, runs straight at him, but a couple of his mates are there too.
I tell you what England will be happy about is their offensive. Defence have been really solid and they've scrambled exceptionally well.
Oh, Kutcher's lost it.
Big mistake. But offensively, they've only had a couple of opportunities and they've cut the Kiwi defence open. So they'll be very, very happy with that.
These are the mistakes they can't afford.
This physical stuff there today is not going to go away. And Chiffy makes a really pertinent point there about how good the England defence has been. The Kiwi defence has had to be exceptional. It took an exceptional play to break them down. And what will happen is that they'll continue their physical presence, will New Zealand. England have to stay with them, but I think they're looking good, they're looking solid, they're looking fit. They can do without doing this in their own, putting themselves in a little bit of a stressful situation.
Yeah, this is what they can't afford to do, is give New Zealand easy ball in the danger zone.
England's head and feed, because the last hand to touch it was Dean Farray. He pulled it forward, so England get that relief at least.
It's interesting their line up there.
Right, Kevin, hands down.
Is it? Yeah. Simon Mandering's in the centre.
Just
for that. Smash.
And he's not unusual. It's not unusual for him to be in that position.
No.
He's played a lot of centre throughout his NRL career.
Burgess with a carry forward. It's Roby who brings it left to O'Loughlin, and Ferris rolling it backwards, just not quite connecting. But England keep the ball nonetheless, and all that Kutcho can do is head down and drive it forward again.
They had Mataluno in the back line as well, which is a bit strange, isn't it? You've got to look up, I think, England, and say, right, if he's in the scrum, you've got to have a go at him at standoff.
It's a bit of a juggle by Westwood, but he carries it in. Sinfield just suggesting a long raking pass to the right, and then he tried to outwit that New Zealand defence with a step. The play the ball is not the cleanest, but it's picked up by Roby, and Tompkins is the man to lay leather on this and puts it high in the air. It's going to bounce off the head of Johnson, and James Graham, I think, went for a drop goal. Did he go for a drop goal? Penalty, England.
He went for a habit. That was a habit play. He said, "What's up?" That's a great effort.
He's done everything in this
Not
game.
10 metres, that's why the penalty has gone New Zealand's way.
Hits him on the head.
On the head, and then here we go, drop goal. Have this. There's off the head.
Is he having a goal and drop? He is.
Yeah.
That's extraordinary. Extraordinary.
Could have been a difference at one point.
The position he plays demands an element of recklessness, and I don't mean he's absolutely reckless person, but that's a tough place to play. He's showing all the skills and all the attributes of a halfback sometimes.
Sonny Bill Williams leads the New Zealand charge again. 10 metres inside the England half. Isaac Luke picks up and looks to his left and sees the bearded figure of Sam Cassiano, who's on the pitch, and here he is again. There's Sam Cassiano with an offload. That's goalkeeper saved by Widdop. Well read, Gareth Widdop.
Very, very lazy play by Cassiano. The first pass was poor, and then there's an interception.
Great touch from Gareth Widdop, and here comes Graham again now. James Graham. Roby, O'Loughlin, Widdop. Sinfield's inside pass, and Tompkins runs into his own man. Westwood made the telling challenge on that occasion.
Does he get a tackle for that in his stats?
Roby again, off he goes. Sinfield to the left. Ferris now taking on Sonny Bill and beating Sonny Bill, and Isaac Luke, the man who has to tackle him in the end. 5 gone, here comes the 6. Roby to the in-goal area, needs dealing with here by Locke. That's a terrific kick from Roby. It has forced New Zealand to drop out underneath their own sticks.
Well, we said the kicking game was vitally important, that James Roby would have to play his part in that, and that's a pinpoint kick, and Kevin Locke has to deal with it. 6 more plays, England.
So well done, James Roby. Robbie Hunter-Paul, what are you making of all this from the New Zealand point of view?
Well, we spoke about it before the game that New Zealand hadn't been tested at a higher level, and I think this is what they're finding themselves out right now. Come out with the opening 5 minutes of the game, they put a lot of pressure on England, but England were able to weather that, and now they've turned it fully around back on New Zealand. Now New Zealand are going to have to weather this and then understand they're in 80 minutes of hard toil.
Here comes the drop. That's the catch from Widdop. And the run back by James Graham, who steps on the inside of a swinging Cassiano arm.
They've got to run a Cassiano. He looks totally
out of what a step that was by Burgess! Almost connecting with O'Loughlin. That would have been special. That would have been very special. It's a penalty for England, though.
Holding back in a tackle. I'd like to see this again, because who did they hold back then?
Look at that.
What about sidestep from Sam Burgess?
I don't think, well, I don't
think Foran's got a choice there, to be fair to Foran.
No,
he has to make that tackle if he catches the ball.
Yes, he's got to make a tackle. That's not a penalty. What a player this man is, Burgess, though.
Are we watching the two best prop forwards in the game in the world at the moment today in Burgess and Graham?
I think James Graham is definitely up there. I think there's a few candidates when you look at this World Cup. Sam Burgess playing in the front row when he's there. Yes, you'd have to say yes.
John Wilkin?
Yeah, I think England have showed some great balance in this opening period. When they've got the ball, they've been very direct through Graham and through Burgess, but also have showed great movement with the ball through O'Loughlin and Sinfield. And they've had a real good combination of testing New Zealand's middle defenders, but also testing their edges. It's been a real composed start.
And John, help me out here. Jiffy's having a laugh, but you remember that 90-yard chase back by James Graham and kicking the corner flag out when he didn't make the tackle, do you?
I do indeed. James Graham is 100% effort, everything he does, even his drop goal attempts. So he's been fantastic in this opening period. But as of all of the England forwards,
what about the footwork here from Burgess? Widdop, he's tackled off the ball. Just a question for John, Dave, from up here. Why wasn't he in the picture?
I think Burgess scored a try against Australia, very similar to that. Takes a ball on a charge, left foot step.
And the lessons from that particular game was that England made a very good start in that game and were looking very healthy midway through the second half, and then the wheels fell off. So
I'll tell you what
they've got to keep this up, though, haven't they?
I'll tell you what you've got to do, though. When Burgess is on the charge, you have to be with him. As a full-back or a half-back, if Burgess is on the charge, you stick on his coattails for the offloads.
England 8. New Zealand 0. That penalty, boom, from Kevin Sinfield. And that fella's just going to carry on running all day long.
The wheels on this bus ain't going to come off, Dave.
Penalty England. That's what it does to you, isn't it? Keep hitting hard like that. They want to try and slow it down a little.
Hang on, I think Georgie Burgess is coming on as well.
I was going to say,
hang on.
Still George Burgess to come off the bench.
You think I'm a great player? Wait till you see our kid.
It's an argument to say that he's been the best of the Burgesses in this World Cup so far, isn't there, George?
He has been phenomenal. I watched him in the NRL as well. He has made such an impression.
Rookie of the year in the NRL, George. And the other twin, Tom, isn't in the 17 today. And the other fella, Luke, isn't in the England squad. So it's quite a family. Terrific family. And we love them on as well. Here comes James Graham. Back it goes to Widdop. Short flat. Westwood. Tackle, but England with tackles in the back. 4 to come, and look at the position. James Graham again.
I think as John Wilkins said, I think the variety has been very good. You know, 2 wide plays, then take it up the middle. Good field position.
Roby. Here's Ferris. Australia and Fiji, of course, are in the next semi-final. They'll be watching on. O'Loughlin, Cudjoe. It was tight down that side. And they're going to have to work hard to keep him in play. They're not going to be able to do that. New Zealand there in numbers.
I reckon England are having a pop at Sean Johnson. They've had a look at him in the defensive line. Yeah. Sonny Bill's having to work to protect him. He'll run out of juice for Sonny Bill. Unbelievable athlete that he is. That'll take his offensive prowess out of his game.
Definitely targeting, haven't he?
Well, of the two halves, he's the one to run that, isn't he? You're not going to run at the other fella, Kieran Foran, as we mentioned before, is tough as old boots. The ball in the hand, he's as brilliant as patent leather, isn't he? But in defence, he really is a tough character.
But it's the thing, if you look at who Burgess run at, he did run at Sean Johnson to get the offload for the try. a no-brainer, really. Big man on a small man.
28 minutes played. England lead by 8 points to 0 against New Zealand in this World Cup semi-final at Wembley Stadium. If you're just switching on, you've turned on to something which is pretty special at the moment. England's performance is excellent against the World Cup holders. I don't think we've mentioned that so far today, have we, in commentary? New Zealand are the World Cup holders, defending their crown. And New Zealand have been outstanding in this tournament. 34 tries in 4 games. They're averaging 46 points a match. But today, at the moment, they have met their match.
Well, I think the first 5 minutes, all New Zealand. And there was 20 minutes, England have been brilliant.
Oh, Johnson's kick hits an England player. Now, how is this ruled? Hitting man or man playing ball? It's hitting man. England's head and feed. Right decision, you'd have to say.
Yeah. It's a poor kick, that is. Oh, he nearly missed it.
No, I'm not saying they're rattled, but their kicking game hasn't been put under pressure in this tournament.
No, at all.
Kieran Foran's kicked for free every time he's wanted to do, as has Sean Johnson. Now they're under a little bit of pressure, and those cracks and creaks are starting to show.
Foran doesn't kick, does he, for Manly? He doesn't do the kicking, a lot of it. Cherry Evans, the halfback, who does a lot of the kicking.
Lock in. Okay.
So Willett with a feed. Graham. Sinfield. Oh, Tompkins just took his high off it, and it's picked up by Alex Glenn, who's...
There's no need to do that.
Relatively fresh pair of legs on the field, Glenn, from the interchange bench. Isaac Luke. Still Isaac Luke, but he's going nowhere. He's going nowhere.
He's wasting a lot of energy going nowhere as well, which is good for England.
Johnson.
Make him work hard.
Here's Cassiano, who's got a bit of...
Nickname's Dogzilla.
Cassiano?
Yeah, Dogzilla. There's the Canterbury Bulldogs. He was nicknaming the dogs, and only that size.
Great skip.
Foran with a step. A couple of England defenders left in his wake, and New Zealand now suddenly sensing an opportunity here. Back it comes. Johnson, Sonny Bill, gathering defenders around him. No way of moving forward, no way of offloading. Good job, England defence.
They wrap him up, haven't they?
Isaac Luke. Foran with a kick on the last. Charlie gets up there. Does he? No, he doesn't. It's a New Zealand hand that knocks it back. It's kept alive here, desperately by the Kiwis. They might make something happen. Isaac Luke again. Throws it over the top. Oh, he's thrown it out of play, has he?
What a ball!
What a ball!
What a ball!
Bartoszek will score one of the great tries. Dean Farray was expecting his winger to be on the outside.
He was.
Suddenly realised he wasn't and produced the miracle pass to the winger on the inside, who might just have scored the try. Let's have a listen to Ashley Klein, our video referee.
Okay, so a runner through from the very first kick, confirming the onside offside. Okay, it's coming up now. That's fine, they're onside. Just run it through, confirm the challenge goes backwards. Okay, it's a challenge, which is fine, goes backwards. Still playing on, just keep running. No hands there, play on. The New Zealand hand, that's fine. Pass out. Now we need something tight on the touch line here at up point. Okay, can't see the feet, but the feet now. He has possession. The foot is in the air, the right foot is in the air. He still has possession. Both feet are now in the air. He has released the ball. Let's play on. Okay, now we need to look at the grounding now. It's a clean catch. Okay, just run this through. That'll be fine on this angle. Okay, ball's there. Okay, we're going to the ball. It'll be a try. Okay, coming up now.
Well, once Tuivasa-Sheck got the ball in his hands, it was always likely to be a try. The way he got the ball in his hands was nothing short of a rugby league miracle.
You can't defend that. You cannot defend that. You know, Isaac Luke's vision, for one thing, he throws thick to the wingers there, and then the inside ball is just a miracle ball.
Well, I'm speechless, and I'm paid to say something. That was absolutely fantastic. That's rugby league at its best, a privilege, albeit not the score that probably I wanted deep down. You have to applaud the skill. You have to applaud the Fares believed that the ball wasn't going out. Isaac Luke, speculator, throws it over the top. Sheck shouldn't have been there, was there, and finished the play. Well played, New Zealand. And that shows at this level, keeping the ball alive and looking for an opportunity and scratching a play. Wow.
That's his 7th try of the tournament, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. It's only his 5th cap today, 7 tries in 5 New Zealand appearances. He's a hell of a winger. He's a terrific winger, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, but it helps when you've got a centre who can do stuff like that as well. Johnson looking to narrow the gap to 2. With the whirling boos of the Wembley crowd in his ears, ignored. Absolutely dead centre from Sean Johnson. It is 8 for England, 6 for New Zealand.
This is a great pass, first of all. I think the wingers there, but just watch this. That's fantastic play. Fantastic play. What a ball. Dean Ware, look at that. He knew what he had to do. Fantastic.
So the restart. 8 minutes of this first half remaining. Oh, the big hits still keep coming, raining in and push back. Good response from England's defence. The helmeted Chris Hill on the field there. Oh. And he's getting involved.
I think he won the contact there. I think he did. Casiano.
Sonny Bill. Burgess still out there. Is it Graham that's gone off? Graham that's gone off, isn't it? To get Chris Hill on.
Dear. All these players just take a bow, every one of you so far. What a super game of it.
This is Isaac Luke down this blind side, having a little nibble. Tuivasa-Sheck, 6th tackle coming up. Oh, it's hit the England player again.
That's
still the 6th tackle though, isn't it? Surely. Tuivasa-Sheck, look at the footwork here. He's going to be wrapped up and put down, and he didn't realise that he'd run out of tackles. England get the ball back. So down on the sidelines, Tommy Lulai not playing in this competition because of injury, but he's with Damien Johnson.
He is, Tommy. A moment of rare genius for that last New Zealand try, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, mate. There's a bit of amazing skill there from Team Fale, and I think we needed it.
What have you made of the game so far? It's bruising, isn't it? Fast, furious.
Yeah, it is, man. I think England have been really well. At the moment, we need to settle into our game plan a bit better. And we're giving away too many penalties, I think.
Cheers, mate.
Fantastic offload from Burgess in the middle of that tackle, and here comes Callum Watkins. Watkins out to Charlie. Charlie puts the step on. New Zealand get across there.
Flip it on the edge.
It all started with George Burgess again, Sam Burgess again rather. Penalty England.
It was Frank Paul Nuasala that gave him a clean shave here. Beach lock. There's Frank Paul, smack him round the back of the head. That generally stops him.
They call him the wrecking ball, don't they? Frank Paul, the wrecking ball. And there's one of the reasons why. Burrow on from the bench, operating from dummy half. Here comes a big drive from George Burgess, who's nibbling close to that New Zealand line. England pushing hard again. 5.5 minutes of the first half remaining. Sidfield with a step. Oh, he goes. He's off on himself.
What a tackle. Kevin Locke.
O'Loughlin. Double pump inside, Widdop, Tompkins flying onto it, tackle.
They're hanging on here, the Kiwis.
Burrow,
hanging on.
Widdop has a look, puts the little grubber kick in. That's an intelligent kick.
Well played.
That's an intelligent kick. If they can tackle him there, they can. They can. It's another dropout underneath the sticks. Really good play from the England half, Gareth Widdop.
This has got everything.
Yeah, a bit of afters here, a little bit of hand in the face. Great defence here again though, just watch.
What's this? There you go.
That's the penalty.
Have some of that. Do you know what? We've not mentioned him. He's come onto the field, Rob Burrow. But the way that New Zealand here, we see the ball and does his best to get out, but England, white wall. There's your white wall. JP's white wall. Down there and making the play. Well done, England.
Offensively, I think England have been very, very good today.
Defensively, they've been very good.
Yeah, but
here's another of the Burgess plan. George this time.
To win this World Cup, they have to, they have to score tries. I think they've been brilliant.
Here's Burrow. Scampering and scarpering and putting a little bit of a scare in that New Zealand defence. Widdup, O'Loughlin, Sinfield, Hill across the line to Burgess, even he's kicking now. Burgess, it's ricocheting around, another 6 for England, another 6 tackles. New Zealand made a play, England get to camp a little longer on this New Zealand line.
Composure.
Hill stopped, Burrow waits, off he comes, Sinfield, Widdup, Tompkins, Cudjoe. New Zealand's scramble is good enough, gets across in numbers. Widdup again, back to the middle. This is Sinfield once more. Sinfield dragged down. New Zealand defenders clambering around him.
Any tackles?
Still 3 to go. Here comes Burrow. Right up to that line, throws it left to Cudjoe. Cudjoe now to Hall. Watch Hall here! Oh, what a good pass, good offload. Oh, the rest says the initial pass was forward.
Intensity here.
Let's go down and find out some injury news, I think. Damien Johnson.
Yeah, just a word about Ben Westwood. The Warrington forward's disappeared down the tunnel. He needs a stitch just by his eye. He's also got a badly swollen cheekbone, so he's under the first victim of what is a bruising encounter.
Well, that's not going to keep him out for long, is it? Stitch in his eye and badly bruised cheekbone. He'll be back before long.
The doctor's under pressure there. Get him stitched quick. That's what the bench will be saying. This is a great game. New Zealand, I'll tell you something, they've shown some defensive prowess themselves there, haven't they? England are on fire. I think they played so well.
Well, this is the best I've seen them play for a long time. I think we might even have to go back to November the 4th, 2006. It's Brian Noble will remember well, coach of Great Britain on that occasion when they beat Australia in Sydney. In England or Great Britain side since. This is terrific. Really is terrific from England today. Good offload. New Zealand though got a punch and a counter punch or 2.
I mean, collectively England have been fantastic. That's the one difference. Worries me a little bit is the individuality of some of the Kiwi players. They can just do something magic.
Well, they haven't done anything more magic than what Burgess has thrown up today.
No.
Carted forward by Frank Paul.
When you look at people,
oh, good offload. Eisenwood standing there as well. There's a bit of a gap there. He tries the offload. Lock in support. He was being poured at, wasn't he, Kevin Lock? And a little cheeky slap in the face for Leroy Cudjoe. Penalty.
This is respect. Look, go for goal.
Do you think any of the England players are saying to Kevin Lock when he's getting the ball, Sam Tompkins got your place next year, something like that, winding him up?
Oh, I hope so.
They are.
You can't beat a bit of sledging. And this is respect. Respect, isn't it?
Great offload, by the way.
Yeah.
I think George Burgess said, it was Chris Hill, was it, that had a nibble at him?
George Burgess, wasn't it?
George, wasn't it? Yeah. It's hard to hide yourself when you've done something like that, isn't it, when you're that big? It wasn't me. Well, who else was 23 stone or whatever he is?
Brother Sam?
Yeah. It was the good-looking one. Rob Burrow's got an excuse for trying to say, you can hide behind something, it wasn't me.
John Wilkin, what are you observing from the sidelines?
I think a really positive point for England has been the combination of Sinfield and Widdup. We question whether they'd be able to form good combination in such a short space of time, but I think Gaz Widdup's freed up Kevin to do more of a natural role that he do at Leeds, and also Gaz Widdup's kicking game has been really crucial in building some pressure on the New Zealand line.
Thanks, John. A minute and a half remaining. Johnson looking to tie the game up. Clock still ticks down, so this is potentially the last real action of this first half. Johnson, unless he misses it, of course, but he hasn't. He has put it between the uprights. Minute and a half remaining. We're all square again. 8 points apiece. New Zealand and England. And at least a couple of Kiwis in the crowd are quite happy with that.
Do we get a shower and rub down at half time? This is exhilarating.
I'm sure it's in your contract, yes, probably.
Off day if you can have a rub down if you want.
You get a hot bath.
That's your lot.
We're lucky to get a cup of tea. But what a first half it's been. Absolutely terrific. Gripping rugby league at its very best. It really has. and 30 seconds, just under, left to play. New Zealand will finish the half in all probability with a ball in their hands. As Jesse Bromwich runs it out, but you never know. A little spill, a little misconcentration here, and England might still get the ball back maybe. That's what they'll be hoping as they clatter in again with those big hits. Hoping to jar the confidence of this New Zealand side. Hooter sounds. Tackle's complete. Ben Cummings blows his whistle. What a fabulous first 40 minutes. They often say the semi-finals are the boring games. Too much tension, too much at stake. Anything but today.
Absolutely fantastic first half of Rugby League. Offensively, defensively, the decision making. What a game. It's been an amazing first half of Rugby League.
Best rugby on the planet, and I'm going for a lie down. Tired out.
Well,
Exhilarating.
There's still 40 minutes to go, so don't lie